morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name's Jade, and this is the Creative Hour. And today in our 1 hour song challenge, we're going to create from scratch, record, produce a song of your choice of genre. So let's go. Hi, my name's Jade, and this is the Creative Hour, and I hope you're doing okay. So you know the drill if you have seen this before. If you haven't seen this before, it is the 1 hour song challenge where I have to create a song from utter complete scratch and do it within the allotted time that you can see right here, 50 minutes, and that gives us a little over 5 minutes to listen to the song at the end and all that kind of jazz. There are rules. The rules are this. I am allowed to use anything that is available to me on this iPad right here in front of me, which is all stretched out for some reason. I don't know why that is. Let me fix that up quickly. I should have fixed that before. Let's go to properties. You know, I know how to fix it. Let's just do this. Boom. Boom. Unplug. Come back, iPad. Where are you? In the right shape. There we go. It's in the right shape. So it's nice and square now. So I have to make a song within 50 minutes. And what happens is during the week, I put out there to everybody a post and with 4 genres of music. And you guys have to choose what it is. And this week we had doom metal, acoustic song, horror movie score, and thrash metal. And guess what won? Well, horror music score was the one that won. So we're going to make a horror music score today. That is the deal. I am allowed to use anything that is on this iPad. I'm allowed to use AI, ChatGPT. I'm allowed to use external plugins. I'm allowed to use AV3s, any door I like, anything I want. That is, as long as it's on my iPad, I can use it, and I have 50 minutes to do so. Let's say hello to you all and then start the clock and get into it as usual. Pressure is on. Mark Bro, welcome. Thomas Christ, great show. Pete Johns is following this show. Ashley HM, so good to see you're doing well. Crow, hello. Jamie Lynn, g'day. Barry Glenn. Stephanie, what's going on, Miss Stephanie? Good to see you. Stephanie was on the show this week. If you missed the interview, you should go and check it out. It was Bonza. Thomas Christ, thanks for banging the links. You can. A super chat or super sticker. I'll start the goal for that as well. Become a Wart Warrior. Become a Patreon. Midas, Kevin Anderson, hello. Michael Thompson. Make sure have I got everybody? Did I miss anyone? I know I'm missing Backlash, but I'm going to go back and watch it from the start. It doesn't really matter, Stephanie. We all know John Cena's going to win. So whatever. James Myers, g'day to you. Welcome. All right. So Frank Terzo, what's going on, Terz? Here's the deal. So normally I'll have to record a song and do vocals. Yeah. So that takes up a fair bit of time. So today I thought, well, I knew this genre was going to be picked, so let's do something different. So over here I have this piece of footage. And this is, I just randomly went to one of my video clip sites that I use and grabbed a whole bunch of footage here. So let's run through it slowly. This is a whole lot of, starts off with a spaceman, goes to a few shots of some really close quarters kind of spaceship corridors, and then that leads to these kind of bunkers, and that leads to this robot and a UFO and some creatures and all this kind of stuff. So we're going to end up putting the music to this. That's all it is. So 4 minutes of random clips. Nothing's in order. We'll try and make this seem scarier than what it fucking is. Yeah, that's the idea. So there's that. We're ready to go. We're 5 minutes in. You know the rules. Everything's good. So I need to set this up. Let's do our goal. And we'll select 5. So if you'd like to cheer me on in the chat, you can do so. Or you can send a super chat or a super sticker. I've started a goal. 5 of them will help encourage me. The goal should be started. There we go. But it's not necessary or anything like that. Yeah. But putting it out there because this is, I guess, a performance. All right, we're ready to go. The clock is ready. Everything's ready. I have nothing on my screen here. You can see there's nothing loaded. So we're going completely from scratch. Hello, bright example. Okay. Clock starts. Now. And we're off. 49 minutes on the clock. Let's do it. We're going to do this in AUM today because AUM's super easy to create some generative stuff. We're going to create a MIDI channel. We're going to create a bunch of audio tracks just to kick off with. The thing I'm going to start with is an app called Noises. Can I do that? Should I do Noises? So this is an app. Whoa, and off we go straight away making noise. And now it's not. So this is Noises, and I have my own presets in here. I've got this one called Sound Killer. So let's kick this into gear, see what it does. Okay. I'm going to take out some of this fuzziness here. Take out some of this speed. Wicked. So on here, I'm going to slow this down even more. It's at 64 bars, so that's the slowest it can go. Let's bring down the tempo. I'm going to load another instance of this. Let's just bring that volume down. We're going to load another instance of this. So we've got some noises going on. Let's just mute that. Come back over here. And I've got another preset that I have in here, which I reckon would do well, called The Haunted. I'm just going to add an Altether to this. 47 minutes, eh? So this one's less abrasive. All right, so we've got some kind of atmosphere going on here. The next one I'm going to load up is called No Input Mixer. And No Input Mixer basically takes, so if you don't know how this works, it is basically like, think about it like a mixing desk, but taking the cable out, putting the cable in the input, and then taking the output and feeding it back into the input. So we're creating a loop of noise like this. If we can get it going, let's select a drone or something. Like this. So I'm looking for something mechanical. So I think this will do for our first track here. And what I'm going to do is send all of these to the last track. So we're going to go send AUM to mix bus A, mix bus A, mix bus A, and we're going to make this last track here mix bus A. So we're just sending everything to one track. And we come down here and we're going to choose mix bus, receive. So now everything that we've made now is sitting in this little volume slider. So we can mute that now. Let's move on to something else. I'm just going to delete this MIDI track over here. So we're going to come in here and use an app called Bounce Bud by Chem OK. So soon, folks, we're going to take a break from doing this show. Once I think I'm going to do like 10 episodes. And once we got 10 episodes or something like that, I'm going to go and do an opening hour. And then we're going to come back and do more of this. But we're going to change the formula to picking 10 apps. And you guys nominate the apps that you'd like to see used. And then out of those apps, out of the 10 apps, I have to use 5 apps to make something. So there we go. We're going to vary this thing up. So we've got Bounce Bud loaded. We need some sounds. I'm going to first go into Bounce Bud and change some of the settings in here because I want the notes. So Bounce Bud has left, right, and when the ball, just so you know how this works, when the ball touches up here, it generates a note, right? So you set your scale, and then whenever a ball touches one of these, and each one of these sides, so the top would have one sound, the right would have one sound, the bottom one sound, and this has one sound. And they're all randomly getting hit to create random sounds, right? So we're going to come in here and go the top and change the note lengths of these. We're going to set them all to a half. And so the bottom we want to be a half. So there's plenty of the note being played. That's the idea anyway. So we're going to come in here and set up half and then right, half, and then we'll choose a scale. So that's true, Mark. 5 apps, not including the door. Hello, Denise. So yeah, and Mars Capone, g'day. So yeah, that's the way it's going to work. Let's choose a key. I think I'm going to choose an E. And we'll put this in a minor scale. It's already in a minor scale. And now we need to load up some instruments to give this some kind of sound. So I'm going to just scroll through. I think what we're going to do is add a saxophone in, trumpet, in here. And let's just add my favorite reverb. And we're going to send this top one out to the trumpet. So eventually we're going to hear a note played. It should be playing now. I don't know why it's not. Oh, I haven't connected it. Have I? Yes, I have. Swam. Da, 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 da. I've got to hit play, that's why. So we've got our little trumpet there. That sounds kind of cool. You know what, let's skip this one. Because what I'm looking for... Oh, let's do this. I'm going to throw in a sculptor. That's what I'm after. And we're going to bring up the dynamics a little bit, give it some gain. Okay. We're going to move on to our next one. I'm just going to change the amount of balls that are in here. Let's change this to 6. Because we want it to be sparse. Going to load up King of VCR. There we go. Hey, thank you, Jamie Lee New Rock. My biggest fan girl. Okay, I'm digging that. More cowbell. Hey, Joel. You fucking weirdo. You weirdos and your cowbell. You need help. So I'm looking for something dark to put in here. There's our next sound here. That's not what I want. I'm going to find something in here, I'll tell you what. Let's add a... So I'm basically, oh, you know what I'm going to put in here? What I reckon will work really well? A piano. Mark, thank you so much for the super chat. Okay, so we're going to create another audio track here. And we're going to send all these out, to mix bus B. And we'll put mix bus B up the top here. So there's our sounds here. We're going to save this project. What have we got? 34 minutes. Wicked. Plenty of time. Let's create a piano motifs and another piano tech. Let's mute that. Let's move on to our next section, and we're going to send the piano motifs out to this second piano tech. We're going to put on another altether because it just works so good. And make sure this is going out to the right place. And I'm going to load up in here I think I've got a preset in here. And I should be able to come in here and edit this. Let's just make sure it's all working. So I want to change this to an E minor. And then next to it, we're going to put in here a noise space. And I just need to loop this. And I'm using a Stellavox here. And we're going to load up another no input mixer. DSP's at its max. Wicked. So, we are now sending these out to mix bus C. And this will be mix bus C. And I think this will be enough. We'll be able to chop all this up. Okay, so everything's muted. Everything's done. And what we're going to do next is we're just going to save this. So we've got 3 parts here. And I'm just going to record them all. 30 minutes. Man, I may do this in heaps of time. Let's take this first one and have a listen to it. And I'm going to hit record. And we're just going to make it up. And hope for the best. So we got record here. And let's do it. This is our first section. So basically what we're doing here is just laying a fundamental underneath atmosphere. Thank you, Ashley HM, you rock. Thanks, guys. So we've got 2 minutes of stuff here. I want to get to 3 minutes. Two minutes 44. Okay, so our recording's finished for that. Now what I want to do, I've already saved this project, so it's all good. So what we're just going to do is remove these channels. I don't need these anymore. I've recorded what I need to, just to take some pressure off my iPad, because there's a lot of shit going on in here. Okay, so Ricky Neal, g'day. Anyone I've missed? Hello, welcome. We're making a horror, many vibes. What's going on? We're making a horror movie score in an 50 minutes. We've got 25 minutes left. Let's get this recorded. So we're going to come over here and make sure this is set to record. Just hit play and see if it all works. I think we're all good. Just do a test. Okay. So we're ready to record. All good. We're good. Everything's set there to record. And let's do it. So I just need enough material to chop up in our movie in LumaFusion to make this actually look like a movie. What I'm actually going to do with this as well is create two pieces out of this. I'm going to take this recording for 2 minutes and then I'm going to reverse it. So we've got two different versions of the same piece of music, but one in reverse, one going forward. We're at 2 minutes almost. Let's stop it. Awesome. Let's move to our last one here. And how I'm going to record this one is start with this. Let's do this now. Let's mute that one. Okay, are we all good? I think we're good. I fucked up there. Let's do it now. We'll get 2 minutes out of this, and then we got 20 minutes to chop this up, make it into something kind of horror-ish. Hey, Stephen Hewitt. See you, many vibes. I didn't realize she was going. Okay, I think we have enough material to start building something in now. So what happens with this wonderful app we have here in AUM, so just so you know, whenever you record something, so you hit record, your files get saved in recordings here. So here they are. It's created a little section called horror, and it's put all my things in there. So there's all the 4 files. And what's really awesome is if you're using AUM and you save files, you jump out of here. Don't think I need AUM right now. Close it, whatever. You can come over to audio share and you look up the top here where audio recordings are, and you'll see all of your recordings have been placed in here so you can access them. So that was our dud, pretty sure. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this one, oops, if I can I do it in here? I don't think I can convert. No, I can't. So the best way to do this, because you can't do it in here, trim and fade, normalize. Let's just open up quickly. Oops, what are we doing here? I need... I'm going to come into Logic, create a audio track, and we're going to take this second one. Thank you all for being here today and watching me do this. Who knows what's going to happen? Okay, AUM, we've got our horror projects. What am I looking for? Audio unit, let's go by date. Today. Oh, that's only got my projects. Oh, what am I doing? Why can't I find my... oh, I'm supposed to look in here, aren't I? We're supposed to look in... audio share. Audio share! Tres Verde, what's going on? Good to see you. AUM recordings. We're going to take this second one. I think it's number 6. We're going to bring this in here. Like so. And I don't even... How do you reverse things in here? I've never done it before. Have I reversed anything in here? I don't even know how to reverse something here in Logic. That's pretty stupid. Trim, move... There's got to be a way to reverse it. I can't even remember how to reverse stuff. Select, what do we got? Stem splitter. I think you got to do it in here. I think this is where you do it. Maybe. I don't know. How do you reverse a clip? If we zoom in, maybe we're not going to get to do this because I can't remember how to fucking reverse a clip. That is so bad. It's in the inspector. There you go. Thanks, Leela. Oops, here's our inspector. Oh, it's in here. Yeah, that's it. Track. Region. Quantize. General. Reverse. Thanks, Leela. You rock. See? Wow, that sounds really good, doesn't it? Set 50. So let's do that. And let's just close our inspector. Leela rocks. If you're not subscribed to Leela, you really should be. She knows what she's talking about. See? And we are here. That should be enough. Let's just reverse this. Let's just send it out as a WAV file. We'll do an uncompressed. We'll do reverse horror. And the whole track, uncompressed, export, audio share. All right, we've got our clips. So let's bring these in. I'm just going to move this one. How much time have we got? 14 minutes. This is awesome. Always down to the wire with this show. So I'm going to move this. I'm going to hold down on it and move it into the AUM recordings folder. Horror 1. There we go. Done. Now, let's get down to the serious end. We've got this video here. And we're going to try and add these clips to this video. Let's see if we can make these clips that are pretty boring look okay. So we're going to start off with this one. I'm just going to drag it in here. You'll notice what happens when you try and drag a file into LumaFusion, it puts it down here. So then you've got to drag it in yourself. So if I can find it, what was it called? Receive from bus A. Let's find that. There it is. Let's chuck that in here. And add a fade in. So we're going to add a dip at the beginning of this. And we're going to add a dip. Let's just unsync this audio. We're going to add a dip to the clip as well, so it makes sense. Okay, let's bring in our next clip. I'm doing a clip because I'm not writing lyrics today. So we're taking it a bit further. I'm pushing myself as usual. 6 receive from. Let's just bring this track in here. So we'll just bring all the tracks in, I reckon. Then 11. So we're looking for... is it 11 receive? Drag that one in here. And we got our reverse horror. Okay. Drag that one in here. So we've definitely got more than enough sound to do this. So I could definitely trim these tracks because they're a little bit too long. As I said, I'm not getting down to that kind of thing because this is experimental. We got 11 minutes. That's where that one kicks in. So we're going to grab this reverse file, drop this down a little bit. And I'm just going to trim this right there. Unlink this, and delete. Okay. We're getting there. 10 minutes. Cannot do it. Got to be quick because we're running out of time. And I've got to be able to play the clip. Good stuff. Let's take our last one, which is 11. I'm going to bring this back here. Try and match it up. It's a little bit, is that right? That looks almost right. Done. 9 minutes 41, huh? I'm going to bring this back a little bit. And what we're going to do with this track here, we're going to take the audio and we're going to slow it. We're going to slow the audio down, right? We should be able to do this. Hopefully, that's what we wanted. Okay. So what we've got left in here is this track. Just want to hear what's going on here. And that's where we want this one to come in. Zoom in. And we're going to take this clip here. And hopefully so I just want to hear this one without the top track. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to take out this track, unlink it, and be very precise here, and then we're going to listen to this track because we've got 10 minutes. Well, 6 minutes on the clock. I'm going to bring that up here. Let's undo that. Right. And now I'm going to take this last clip and we're going to extend it. And double tap, and I'm going to come in here and we're going to do some reversal, not reversal, but just slow the speed down by 10. We can drop that. And I'm going to put an effect in here, an audio effect. We're going to choose a cross dissolve. Solo this. Hear how it sounds. You know what? We don't even have time to make sure this is all good. All right, let's add in all these other sounds in here. And what I'm lastly going to do is take, what are we, 11. Just let me do this. We've got 4 minutes, so I may as well do this. So we're going to take track 11 here. This one. Come back over to Logic. And we're going to drag 11 in here as well. So let's do that. Reduce the number of tracks and then create what? 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 What's happening? What do you mean? Reduce it? What? Is this for real? Okay. That kind of stinks. We'll just do this. That works. Okay. And I've got no sound. Of course I've got no fucking sound. Because Logic is a prick. Still got no sound. What's going on? All right, let's try again. Logic. I love Logic, folks, but fuck, it's a piece of shit. It just does stuff. It just does stuff. Okay, that's good enough. Let's bounce this, and then we're done, I think. What's this? Stream's a mess. Thanks, YouTube, for the error, whatever's going on there. Okay, let's move this. And lastly, let's drag this in, and we got 1 minute 26. 1 minute 26. The fuck is this show about? Okay, 11 reverse. Oops, let's search for reverse. Yeah, for some reason my YouTube's saying there's not enough video, blah, 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 whatever. Who knows? So I'm just going to bring this in here. And just bring this right down. So let's just hear these two tracks. Quickly, 38 seconds. And we want to quickly come and do a transition. That is the end. We have created this. I have no idea what this is going to be like. I have no idea. So let's just do a bit of a fade out here. It's done. I can just add a quick fade out there. Do it 3. Just so we can fade it out and end the show. Boom. And this Will do. All right, we are here. This has been another episode of creating a song in 1 hour using the stuff on my iPad, all the great tools, all the great apps, and all this stuff. So here's our clip. I've got 3 minutes to play it, so let's do that. Pete Johns is up next. Thank you for those who sent donations and stuff like that. Very, very thankful. Let's play this horror film, whatever it fucking is. I have no idea. And why is it not letting me go to the start? Fuck me. Come on, guys. What's going on? Can I go to the start? All right, LumaFusion refuses to work because LumaFusion... Fuck LumaFusion is an annoying fucking piece of shit. There we go. We're good. All right, let's go full screen. Do the things that make you happy, folks. Mistakes make you better. We'll all rise together. We'll see you tomorrow. We're taking a look at setting goals tomorrow on the rant. Lots of great stuff coming up. Cool interview at the end of this week. Let's do it. This is whatever it is. It's a horror movie thing. Let's do it. Let's odes. Do the things that make you happy. Mistakes make you better. All that jazz. Thank you, Jenny Jollivet, for that final super chat. See you over at Pete's. Let's do it.